Green meditation is a very broad term, and it refers to a whole way of life and a whole way of being in the world, way of thinking, way of acting towards others, towards nature, towards ourselves. But of course, the basic practice looks just like ordinary meditation, and indeed, basically it is. We sit with a straight spine, neither ramrod straight nor stooped, but comfortably alert, upright, and awake. We lower the eyes so that they're neither completely closed nor really open, so that we recreate with our eyelids the experience of being in a mountain cave, or under a tree in a jungle, or in a forest. A half-light between the light of waking and the darkness of sleep. Meditation is all about learning to be comfortable in that gray area between light and dark, where thoughts come and go, where much can happen or nothing can, and it's fine either way, as long as it happens naturally and as easily as the breath. The breath, traditionally, is the thing that we focus on. The Thai meditation master Ajahn Chah lived for many years teaching in the jungles of Thailand. Once said, "There are people who are born, live their entire lives, and die, and never once become aware of the breath that is coming into their body and leaving their body in every moment. That's how far away from themselves they live." So meditation as a practice is coming home, coming back to where we actually live, which is in this world and in this body, and finding some peace and solace and some center there. I sometimes think about a stone when I meditate, and I often talk about that in teaching. A stone is a utterly faithful object. Anywhere in the world, if you take a stone in your palm and you release it, it will fall straight to the ground. There are no exceptions. Gravity works on it universally. It falls without delay and without detour. It seeks its home. It seeks the embrace of the earth. And when we meditate, we also allow gravity to work on us. We allow it to work on our thoughts. They settle and become clear. We allow it to work on our body. It relaxes and grows loose and calm and serene. We allow it to work on our breath, which might start at the beginning of a meditation period somewhere in the upper region of the body, shallow, in other words, tense, worried, anxious. And over the course of a period of meditation, the breath also will lower. It'll settle deep into the body, to the pit of the belly, so that rather than breathing with our nostrils or our mouths or our throats or even our upper lungs, we begin to breathe with our bellies like a baby does. If you look at a baby, you'll see that all babies everywhere, without exception, breathe abdominally with the muscles of the diaphragm. This happens to us just as easily and naturally as a stone released from the palm falls immediately to the earth without detour or delay. So if we calm ourselves when we practice meditation, we too will experience this inevitable settling and calming. Finally, there are the thoughts. The thoughts also seek their home. We don't think very much about the home of thoughts. They seem to have their own reality. because they're connected in some way to events within us and events in the external world, we tend to think of them as having a kind of an urgency, a kind of power that sometimes gets away from us. When we meditate, we bring our thoughts home. We bring our thoughts back to rest in the place where they originate, which is within our own minds, within our own bodies, and our own immediate circumstances. And we allow our thoughts also to come home and to settle. We let gravity work on them. If you go outside and you find a stream and a bowl, and you dip the bowl into the stream so that it's filled with water, it'll be clear. But if you take a handful of dust then and sprinkle it into the water and you stir it up, it'll become quite muddy. So muddy, in fact, that looking at it, you may think it'll never become clear again. This is dirty water, you'll say to yourself. But if you leave and walk away for an hour or two and you come back, a miracle will have occurred, because the water will be perfectly clear once more, and all the dirt and the dust will have gradually settled as sediment into the very bottom of the bowl. It too seeks the ground. It too seeks the earth. And the same thing happens with our thoughts, especially troublesome thoughts, worrisome thoughts, tensions, anxiety, tense thoughts. These thoughts settle naturally if we don't continuously whip them and stir them. If we just allow the gravity of the moment to work on them, they also settle, and our minds become as clear and simple as the breath coming into our bodies with every moment and leaving our bodies the next moment. So, with the strikes of the bell, let this all happen. No need to make any special effort. Just embrace the act of sitting and relaxing and settling, and let it work on you like gravity.